what is up? Welcome back to my channel, Glambysam. I'm so happy to have you here, maybe again if you're already a subscriber, but if you're new, hi, welcome to my channel. As you may notice, I may look a little bit weird because I'm wearing a full face of makeup but not any eyeshadow or mascara today, but that is because today's video is going to be a first impressions review of the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered palette. So when I was in Oberhausen in the Sephora, that's like in Germany, I picked up this palette because I've been wanting it for quite some time now, and I just thought, you know, I'm going to pick it up even though it's expensive. I want it, it looks so pretty and I need it in my life. So today we're going to be looking at this palette and see if I think it's worth the pricey price tag. So if you do happen to like this video, I would love it if you gave it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos. And if you are a true fan, you can also click the bell notification next to my name. It's totally free and you will get notifications whenever I upload again. So with that said, I hope you guys will like this video, and before I'm going to talk too much, let's just get started. Okay, so I have the palette packaging right here. It's in this rose gold box. It has these like textured roses on there, which I think is really pretty, and the back is just black. But the palette itself actually looks really different than what the box looks like. So this is what the palette looks like. It's really pretty. It has a picture of Huda on the front, and then all of these pretty like roses and like the highlights on her face, and the highlights in the roses are actually like metallic, so when you like flip this around you kind of like see the highlights. I haven't used this yet, so I'm really curious to see how it will perform, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. So the inside just comes with a mirror, and then here you have like a same picture as on the front of the palettes as like a little card. So this is what the palette looks like. These are all the colors. So the color scheme of this palette is really like rose gold, and it has like a full row of like metallic shimmers. So it says 18 eyeshadows in 4 ready to layer textures, 8 buttery mattes, 8 melded metals, 1 wet and dry jet black, and 1 highlighting pressed pearl. So when I saw swatches of this, I knew I had to get it. I think there's only one thing we can do now, and that is just dive into this palette and see how it performs on the eye. So let's zoom you guys in. So I've zoomed you guys in. I'm wearing my Mickey ear headband, which is actually handmade, not by me but by someone else. I think it's really nice and I love wearing this like Disneyland and stuff, but it's also really convenient to like keep my hair out of my face. So here is the palette. So let's see, we're going to start with this shade here, and that is Demure. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but it's this shade right, like the third matte shade from the left in the middle row, and we're going to be putting that all over the lid. And for that I'm using a brush by BH Cosmetics, and this is number 9. It doesn't say much more than that. So I'm going to look in like the mirror of this palette to see what I'm doing, and I'm just blending that out as much as I can. So I have to say, this is pretty pigmented. I didn't put it in like really deeply, and it still gives a lot of great pigmentation, so that's really good. So then I'm going to take a large fluffy brush, number 5, and I'm going to blend this out. By the way, these brushes are brand new. This is the first time using this palette and the first time using these brushes, so how exciting is that? So now that we've done that, I'm going in with the shade Doll Face, and I'm going to put that in the crease with this large fluffy brush. So as you can see, we have a lot of pigmentation on the eyelid, and I'm being very light-handed with my brush because I can see that a little bit goes a long way. That's, I think, the main reason why this palette is a little bit more pricey, because I've used like a lot of cheaper shadows and they just don't blend as nicely, or they're not pigmented. So now that we've done that, I'm going to take a little bit of a smaller brush. This is number 7 by BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to use the shade right here, which is called Risk. I'll put the names on the screens to help you guys because I don't know how to pronounce these names. So we're going to use this and put it at like the outer corner of my eye. And this is kind of similar to that shade we used earlier called Doll Face, but it's just a little bit more darker on the eye and a little bit more on the plum side, which I think is really pretty. You guys, I'm already so excited about this palette, and we haven't even used the shimmer shades yet, which is like the main reason why I got this palette, because of the shimmer shades. We're not going to be using any falsies or anything today because I kind of want this to be a look I can wear on a daily basis, and you guys can wear on a daily basis, and I know a lot of people are not going to wear falsies on a daily basis, so I want it to be a look that still looks good without maybe liner or, you know, falsies. So then we're going to be using this shade right here, and it's called Man Eater, and I'm just going to put that at the outer corners as well. These brushes are so soft. Like, this set was only 27 euros for like 12 brushes, which is amazing, and they actually perform really well. So I'm super happy with these brushes also. So to deepen it up the tiniest bit, I'm going to be using the shade Black Truffle over here and deepen up the outer corners just a little bit. And this shade is very pigmented. So I'm just going to tap any excess off and very lightly dapping this into the outer V basically of my eye. That is pigmented, you guys. And then just blending this out with the large fluffy brush. And we're going to go on to the lower lash line, and we're going to be using the shade Demure right here and put this all over the lower lash line. And then taking the shade Doll Face, I'm just going to go in the outer edges of the lower lash line. And now we're going to be using the shimmer shade, which is super exciting. And we're first going to be using the shade Rose Gold right over there and put this all over the lid. So this is pretty. I notice it's a bit crumbly and it does have fallout. I have like a large chunk of fallout right over there. It is a really pretty shade though. So now we're going to be using the shade Pink Diamond right over there. And I'm just going to put this at the center of the lid. And this shade, I already felt it. It's so creamy. So I don't know if it shows up on camera as good as it does in real life, but this is so stunning. And then for the very last shade, we're going to be using the shade Bubbly right there. So that's kind of like a champagne-y color with like a pink undertone, and we're going to put this at like the center of the lid. And also in the inner corners of my eye. So I hope you guys can see the look. So to finish this look off, I'm going to apply some mascara, because even though we're not doing false lashes, my brushes almost fell on the ground, we are going to be using mascara. So I'm just going to use my MAC eyelash curler, and I'm going to first curl my lashes. And then I'm going to take this mascara by Chanel. It's Le Volume Revolution de Chanel. And then this is the finished eye look. So this is the final eye look I've created using the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered palette. Overall, I'm really excited about this palette. I think it's so gorgeous. The black shade was kind of a little bit hard to blend, but overall the rest of the shades I've used worked pretty well and blended out nicely. The shimmer shades are an absolute treat. However, they do have quite some fallout. So I would recommend doing your eye makeup first, then cleaning your under eyes, and then applying foundation if you want to apply foundation, and not doing it the other way around like I usually do. Overall, I do think this palette is worth the money because of their shimmer shades. I think they work so smoothly on the skin, and especially when you apply them with your hand, they're so gorgeous. I still am going to test out to see how they apply with like a brush. So I'm really happy with this purchase. It is a lot of money, so I do understand that not everyone can buy this. I personally save up money for makeup and it just makes me so happy to spend it on eyeshadow palettes, so that's what I do love to spend my money on. But if you guys have this palette also, I would love to hear what you think of it. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, I would love it if you gave it a thumbs up and subscribed if you want to see more of my videos. And you can also follow me on Instagram. My username is @Glambysam with 2 M's at the end and an X. So thank you guys again so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!